Hi, I'm Evan. Thank you for visiting the Only Empty Hands channel. This is a place where you can increase your health, wellness, and safety through learning yoga, martial arts, and fitness training. There's tons of information on here, so be sure that you watch the video that explains how to use the channel. There's a link for it below, and it'll also come up at the end of this training that I'm going to do today. So what I'm going to talk about today is just a meditative technique. It's very relaxing. I actually started doing it when I was probably 13 or 14 years old, just every night before I went to sleep. Basically, it's progressive relaxation is the best term that I can think of to describe it. So like I say, I usually do this lying down, and what I learned to do was to use it to get myself to a place that is right between consciousness and sleep. Just kind of subtly in that area so that any external stimulus, I can immediately become aware of it. I can even determine about how long I want to do and when I'm going to be done. But at the same time, I found that it's about as good as taking a nap and really energizing and empowering. So you can do it standing like I am. You can do it sitting in your chair at work. And then again, like I say, you can do it lying down. The better you get at it, the less likely maybe you are to completely fall asleep. But you know, if it helps you do that too, that's not all bad either. So what we're going to talk about is, it takes a little bit of knowledge of anatomy to do it, because it's going to help you visualize. And so get in whatever position you want to do this in. And basically you're going to start down at your toes, and mentally you're going to move through every part of your body that you can visualize. So you start thinking there's lots of bones and muscles and tendons, right? All kinds of things that are all throughout our body. And if you do this to completion, you will visualize from the tip of your big toe all the way to the top of your head this entire progression of relaxation. And so there are a lot of different things you can picture. The one I like, and that kind of worked for me when I was learning to do this, was the idea of melting ice. And so what I would do is, you get in that position, so like I say, lie down, stand, sit in your chair, and you're going to breathe in. And if you haven't watched the video on breathing that I did, make sure you take a moment and do that. But get that good support here in the lower portion of your body, kind of that basket. And then you're going to fill your lungs. I like to do this in through my nose and out through my nose. I'm going to breathe in, fill, and breathe out. Every time you breathe out, starting at that tip of your toe, you're going to just feel the sense of your body just melting, okay? And you can melt away tension. You could also picture feeling warmth and light, growing in you. You can feel water flowing down from anything that's going to give your mind something to kind of take hold of so it can stay focused, but at the same time not stay overly busy and think about other things. So go from your toes, feel that melting sensation. Move through your feet, think of the bones, think of the muscles, right? Feel everything relaxing and melting away all that tension. You're gonna move up into your ankles and legs, through your knees, think of everything that's in there and just let it melt. Let it melt down and maybe run out through your toes and through the bottoms of your feet. Move up through the tops of your legs. Be aware of all those different muscles that go through your quads and your hamstrings, right? Your femur bone. See if you can start to feel that melting sensation in all of those different areas. As you move up into your pelvis, when you get up into your body, think of all the organs in your body cavity, your skin, the bones, right? All those muscles. Move up to your shoulders, and then I like to let it kind of run down through my arms out into my fingertips. Same thing, all that tension, everything just melting away and relaxing. And once you've worked all the way through that, you're going to move up into your neck, and then into your face. Some of those facial muscles, we carry tension there that we don't even think about, right? We don't even realize it's there until you take something like this and become more aware. Try to become aware of your skull, right? Of the bones that make it up, of your brain, your eyes, the nerve that runs out of your eyes, all these different things, even go all the way into your hair, okay? So now I did that very fast, and this exercise can take you a half hour, right? It can take you an hour, depending on how into it you got and what you're doing. I find it's something that I can kind of mentally move through in the course of a couple minutes, sometimes 5 minutes, 10 minutes. and just feel, like I said at the beginning of this, more energy, more alive, and more relaxed. It's a great way to release some of that tension. Just remember, everything's based off that cycle of breath. So a good inhale, no tension. We're not like overly stuffing our lungs with air. It's just a very relaxed kind of thing, but fill them up and then let it just slowly go out. And that trigger and that feeling of the breath going out, you can tie that to this idea of melting, or again, like I said, warming, water flowing, light, anything that works for you to picture as you move up through your body. So anyway, I hope that's helpful for you. A lot of times life gets stressful, and then also just as we move on here and I start teaching you some of the exercises and katas for like really getting aware of your internal energy and learning to move and feel that, this basic exercise here of being able to sense and do what I was just talking about, being able to keep your mind focused, right? All of those little pieces of this kind of meditation that'll transfer into the other exercises are super important if you're going to get good at it. So thank you for visiting today. Please subscribe to the channel, like the video if you did, leave comments, offer suggestions, all that kind of stuff, and be sure to watch the video that explains how to use this channel. So you go figure out what you want. Hopefully you can use some of these kinds of things that we're talking about here on this channel to empower yourself to go create the life that you're after. Have a great day.